Cross-section of the retired security operatives have informed the president, Bola Tinubu, that there is an inadequate number of security and intelligence personnel to cover all communities, including ungoverned spaces in the country. This, they said, was responsible for an unabated security challenges the nation is grappling with, ranging from regional separatists, movements, kidnapping, banditry, farmers-headed conflicts, terrorism, illegal arms deals, cyber crimes, and human trafficking. Their submission was contained in a communique made available on Sunday at the end of their maiden annual lecture of the Alumni Association of the National Institute for Security Studies, titled Mobilizing Stakeholders to Curb Insecurity in Nigeria, a Practical Approach. The communique, which was signed by their president, Mike Ejiofor, a retired director at the Department of State Services, otherwise known as DSS, explains that there is a need for a paradigm shift from a theoretical approach to insecurity to a more robust or inclusive practical approach. There is an inadequate number of security and intelligence personnel to cover all securities, including ungoverned spaces. A common denominator in security-challenged nations is the absence of citizens' engagement, he said in the communique. According to him, the need for collaboration and cooperation by the various government agencies, organizations, ministries, departments has become obvious. Ejiofor, however, added that local government councils need to justify the financial autonomy granted them by using the resources to contain security challenges at the local government level. This is almost similar to what you just stated here from the retired intelligence agencies calling out President Bola Tinubu over the issue of lack of personnel. And why is this situation like this, please? Do you have an idea?
I want to challenge Ejiofor that there is no lack of personnel. Ejiofor, I know Mike Ejiofor, the former DSS director. You know, this is just when people, all these retired people, they still want to be relevant. They have formed an association trying to see how they will penetrate the government and still be collecting money. What was the security situation when he was the director of DSS in Nigeria? What was the level of security during his time? Now he has retired. Suddenly an angel has given him an idea of how they will robustly apply practical measures in a robust way, robust practical measures to curb insecurity. Now that he has retired, when he was there, as the DSS boss, what was the security level? So these are people, you have retired, you still want to force your way the national cake, you people must keep on consuming it. The challenge we have in Nigeria is not inadequacy of personnel, but it is inadequacy of ideas, inadequacy of innovative ideas.
But you made mention about the northern part of the country that is also affected by the insecurity, and you don't know.
Now let me. Yeah, I know where you're landing.
Okay.
They are not. They are adequate. The personnel are adequate.
Okay.
And I mentioned imbalance. They carry them and concentrated to where they are not needed.
Okay.
I said they mobilize them,
okay,
and you would have curbed the imbalance.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
And that is the truth. They are there. The personnel, the security personnel are there. They are very much adequate. But they are concentrated in an area where they are not needed. They are not needed in the south.
Is insecurity not affected? Is the south not affected by the insecurity of the country? Is it that it's not as much as that in the north?
It's not as much as that in the north.
But it is also.
Yeah, we are. But some of these things some of these things is because Nigerians have not decided to tell themselves the truth. Nigerians have not decided to tell themselves the truth. You made mention of a farmer who committed manslaughter, defending himself, and he is now being haunted. They are coming after him. But there are other people, other groups that kill people like cockroaches and flies with impunity. Nobody is going after them. And they are there bold, parading their guns, taking pictures with it, taking video clips. Nobody is going after them. Because we don't want to tell ourselves the truth. There are, all fingers are not equal, but there are ones who are more superior. There are some we have created sacred cows in this country. Imagine I watched is it a picture of someone in the West, a farmer who dropped some poison or whatever, or some of these herbicides. You know, some of these herbicides can be poisonous to animals in his farm. And cows that normally feed on their farms come to graze there. And some of them died. The man is now being hunted for putting germicides and herbicides in his farm that killed the cows.
Have you heard that slogan that now cows are more appreciated than the lives of Nigerians?
That is what they are calling it, senior citizens.
Do they have ID cards? Do they have cards of recognition?
Nobody knows whether they have over there, why they are being revered more than cows are more sacred. The life of cows are more sacred than the life of humans. You see, in 1992, I had an accident. I used my father's car to jam a cow. I was going to fetch water in a distance where we were living. This is a Beto's car. That was where I fractured my teeth. The cow ran out from the main road and we collided. The distance, I just saw myself outside. If it were not to be God's intervention, who sent policemen who were just coming, they were driving towards my direction and saw the accident that happened. The header was threatening to kill two of us in that distance, even in our condition, because of what happened. That's to tell you, he was not even concerned about our lives, because we are there helpless until those policemen came and carried us to hospital. The person that was with me. You know, it was then that I realized these things they are saying, and eventually they tracked the owner of the car and made sure that he brought some money for our treatment in the hospital, which he was even arguing. He was arguing that his cow is demobilized because the moment he hit the car, it fell down and they couldn't rise again.
So why has the government, the federal government,
that is that thing I'm telling you that I don't know. Are they collaborators? I don't understand.
We hear stories about banning open grazing in most of the states. We've heard of Bayelsa, Niger states, even River State here. We've heard of different states governors come to say that they're going to put a ban on open grazing. But we still see most of this cow parading freely.
Yeah, there is no will. There is no will. There is no will. There is the wish, but there is no will. They lack the will to do it. Even the former governor couldn't do it because of their so much alliance and attachment to the North. They don't have the willpower. They believe that without the North, they cannot exist. Without the North, they cannot have political power. Without the North, they cannot have political appointment. Therefore, they will trade the liberty and freedom of their citizens. They will only mention it, that you will not see it taking effect.
Okay, sir. Let's go back to the topic of discussion about what Mike Ejiofor stated about the lack of personnel in the intelligence agency. Do you say you do not agree with him? The only problem is the inadequacy of this personnel. I'm not misquoting you, am I?
No, you are. I say what the challenge is: inadequacy of ideas, innovative ideas, and strategies.
Okay, so how can that be put in place? Because
the ones who are still in active service, give them a better strategic orientation on how to carry out their duties. The intelligence is not there. Secondly, there's a problem in this country. I said it, but I didn't go deep or deeper in that. You find out that sometimes these people are not given the whole liberty to operate. There are some unseen hands restricting them. Some people are more equal than others, contravening the Constitution. Some people are given more how do I put it? Some people are revered more than the others. Some section of the country, some region of the country. Let me say it here. There are things an average northerner will do. Some crime they will commit here in this region. People will be afraid to prosecute them. Of course. Go and one of pastors in our church, rather. He is pastoring here in the township here, and he is from one of these from Emoha area. Well, they caught Aboki people trying to pull his gate. This happened some few years ago, either 5 years ago. Pull his gate. In fact, they have pulled it. They have removed it. The youth caught him and started beating him. Before the police gathered, and police took him. It was now the youth who caught him and beat him were the people that the police put in their custody, and the criminal was set free. So this imbalance is what is happening. It's not some of them that have ideas of what to do. There is an unseen hand that don't allow them to operate freely. So these are the issues we have. Until this inequality is checked, these things will continue to happen. It's not that we have inadequate personnel. No, we have them. But two things is, some of them are only interested in extortion. That's only the thing they know, how to extort. Some of them allow themselves to be tools in the hands of politicians to use to witch hunt their political opponents. And some of them who wants to work, that unseen hand, unseen force is preventing them to do their work freely. That is the only challenge we have. Until these things are cleared, we'll continue to see it as if there is insufficiency of security personnel. But that is not the truth.